Hi again. In this video I will explain and show how you can use something called a Tivoli Storage Manager client to restore a folder. So let's just jump in. So I have here a web server and it has several files, and this scenario could be something like I accidentally deleted a folder, right? And in this case I deleted a folder called booking2. That's one scenario, but of course another scenario could be that you've been hacked. Let's say that someone encrypted your files and stuff, right? And then it's good to have a backup. And in our system we have something called Tivoli Storage Manager, which then backs up all the files every night. So that makes me sleep a bit better during the night, because if I do a mistake, I know I can restore the files at least 24 hours back in time. So I'll just dive straight into it. So if you have that installed, you can restore a file very simpler, very simple with this command. So you just do a dsmc. That's the the kind of command line backup archive client interface. So let's do again the dsmc. Then I do a restore. And what should I restore? Well, you have to specify full path. And also remember that sometimes you can be fooled, because the path that you're trying to refer to might have a symlink, and then it doesn't work, and then you kind of get crazy, like, oh my god, where are my files? But just check that you are doing this exactly the path, not go through any symlinks. And the folder name was booking2, and then I do a star specifying everything, and then I do a pick and ina. Ina, I think, means inactive. So let's press enter. And now it finds all the files. So in order to restore this folder now, I can of course specify a specific folder if I want to. Let's say I just want number 6. I just type 6 and enter. But I want everything, so I do a plus. So if you see down here, plus, enter. Everything is selected. Then I do a O for OK. And when I press enter now, it will start restoring. So this went pretty fast, and that's because I did it before I started making my video. So, but normally it will take some minutes, depending on how big the folder is and how many files you're trying to restore. Now, I had a scenario once that, so what it will do now, it will just take the latest files that were backed up. But if you have this scenario where your files are, let's say, encrypted, or yeah, maybe your system was hacked and you didn't notice it before several days, and then you want to restore, but then it doesn't make any sense to restore just from the previous night, because those files includes the errors, right? So you need to go further back in time. And then you have something in Tivoli Storage Management, something called, so I'll just take up my documentation here, where you can use something called point in time. So you can specify a certain date from where the files should be restored from. So now it depends a little bit on how your system is put, right? So in our case, we have a 7 version policy. So it means that a file that will be changed, the system will keep 7 versions. So if the file is changed every night, after 7 days you start losing files, right? Because it will delete the number 8. So it's not 100% foolproof. But okay. So in this case, you see I use also the restore command, and then there is an option called PITD, and where you specify the date from where it should be, the time and date where it should be restored from. And you also have this option that, okay, this is the folder that you want to restore. And you can also specify a new target folder, which can be useful sometimes. And then you have to have the pick and the INA option. But remember also that you need to have, if there are several subfolders, you need to have the sub equal yes. Now, depending on your server system, the format of specifying the date might be different. So in this case, I realized that after we moved from a certain version to another one, this format didn't work anymore, and I had to go over to this kind of format. So it's just to bear in mind that you have to, if you do this wrongly, it will just give you an error, and then you don't really. I spent a long time to figure this out. So, yeah, okay, so that's how you can use this dsmc to restore a folder on Linux if it's implemented. If you don't have it, then you need to back up your files in a different way. All right, thank you.